Hello, hello, and welcome back as we bid farewell to a fallen legend, I guess? In Perfidious Pete plays XCOM The Long War. And honestly, I can't think of a more appropriate descriptor for Norman Failure Borlaug than legend. After all, I mean, I can't really call him a hero, or a warrior, or an asset to Project Lazarus because I'd be lying. He wasn't any of those things. He was a member of Project Lazarus, but an asset? I don't really see it. And as such, I really think there is no more appropriate word than legend, because what no one can dispute is that Norman's capacity for failure was truly legendary. Norman found ways to thwart success that haven't been seen since Ford Motor Company debuted the Edsel, and Coca-Cola decided to try out a new formula. And even as I stand here before this memorial, I know, deep in my heart, that the geniuses behind those two blunders are happy to finally be out of the cellar. And they owe it all to Norman Failure Borlaug. So, I mean, that was kind of a legendary save for Norman Borlaug. I mean, a new Coke guy, he's not the worst ever anymore. Norman Borlaug is. Anyway, it's still with not much of a heavy heart, actually, that Project Lazarus and I are forced to bid adieu to Norman. Because now that he's dead, there is only one thing that is absolutely certain. And that is that Norman will never, ever fail me again. And his death was pretty much the only way that was ever going to happen. So long, Norman. I'm gonna go down to the barracks and name a couple rookies who did a better job on their first mission than you did on any mission ever. And they will very, very easily replace you. So long, Norman. Alright, and speaking of those two rookies, let's go take a look at those guys, because they honestly did do a better job on their first time out of the box than Norman Borlaug did on any mission he was on ever. Kagan Yakin here. Unbelievable performance on his premiere mission. His first time out of the box as a rookie. 1 mission, 3 kills. That is brilliant performance from a rookie. He's also a scout with a fantastically amazing foot speed. I am well pleased to have Kagan Yakin here as a member of the project, although he is no longer Kagan Yakin. Take a look at what we've got here. This guy has a shrewd intellect. Look at him. He's focused. He's ready. This is a guy who can bulldog a problem. This is an attack dog. This is a genius. This guy knows strategy and tactics. This, folks, and I can tell because of his accent, I mean, clearly something's wrong with the language translators again, Dr. Valen, because this guy still speaks German. But you know what? Considering that this is Erwin Rommel, I really wouldn't have expected anything less from such a magnificent bastard as this. So welcome aboard, Erwin Rommel. I'm really kind of glad to have the Desert Fox on my team. Honestly, we could use your planning and strategy with you and Sun Tzu on the team. We've got 2 of the finest military minds in the history of the planet back in the project here. Unfortunately, you're taking orders from me, which is going to end tragically for you because I am the worst military mind ever. So, I mean, there's that. But still, you can at least point out to me all my flaws. I love it when people do that. Really, I sincerely do, Erwin. Anyway, Erwin Rommel, set, sorted, and ready to mock me for being a terrible commander. That's good. Who else do we have here? Oh, all right. Got an Italian fellow, and once again, I see that our language shifters here. Dr. V, you're going to have to get to wrenching on that, because it confuses me when people speak languages other than English or Spanish. Those are the only 2 languages I speak. So if you're coming at me with German or Italian, I don't really know. I mean, they could be screaming, help me, help me. I'm completely flanked, and I'm never going to know because I don't speak Italian. That being said, I'm pretty sure I know who this guy is. I mean, this is he's got kind of a forward look about him. I mean, like, he sees the future further than other men, standing on the shoulders of giants, and those things are all kind of appropriate, because this is Guglielmo Marconi. And, the man who's often credited with inventing the radio, even though he didn't invent the radio. Nikola Tesla invented radio communications. If you don't believe me, you can go up to the barracks and ask him. He actually did invent it long before Marconi. Now, Marconi did sort of business-tize, is that a word? Pretty sure it's not, but sort of monetize, I guess, is more the word I'm looking for. Basically, he turned radio into business. That's what I'm trying to communicate in the least fucking effective fashion of all time. I think I may have just had a slight stroke. Anyway, he created more the radio device, and he did pioneer long-distance radio communication. He was an innovator in that field. I'm not trying to take away from Marconi by saying he didn't invent the radio, because by and large, the device we think of as a radio, Marconi did invent and patent those devices, but radio communications previously pioneered by Nikola Tesla, as mentioned, and I'm sure Tesla is yelling about up in the barracks right now. But anyway, I'm still glad to have a man of Marconi's sort of visionary future on the team, and he'll be doing some long-distance communicating for us on the project, because as a sniper, he's going to be communicating over vast distances with his bullets, I hope. So that's a strong, solid pool of skills for him to draw on as a member of the project, long-distance communication. He's just shifted from radio frequency electromagnetics to high-velocity lead. Or lasers, or whatever the hell Gauss weapons shoot. I'm pretty sure they're just railguns. Still slugs of large, dense ferromagnetic metal. But whatever he's shooting, let's hope the communication, that's the key. Communication is key. And the thing we need to communicate is that we want aliens' brains to not be inside their heads anymore. So Marconi, taken care of. Erwin Desert Fox Rommel on the team. He really is a magnificent bastard. He really is. I read his book. Anyway, let's start scanning for activity. We kind of need a break, because as you saw, the only team members we have right now are Helen Keller and a lot of rookies. What did we excavate? I don't recall excavating stuff. Kind of don't recall that. So let's go take a look and see. We were going to build another fission generator because we want a satellite uplink, and in order to get that, we need more power. In order to get more power, we need a fission generator. So let's just go ahead and build that then. Yes, begin construction. Now, we don't have enough engineers. We actually need 50 engineers to build our satellite uplink, so we don't have enough engineers yet, but I want that done so the moment we get 50 engineers, we can immediately start constructing the satellite uplink, because we really are sort of hurting to get more satellites in orbit. That's a big priority for us at the moment. And so Kestrel Armor is done. A couple more troopers coming back on duty. Napoleon, our covert operative, back. Timothy goes in also back. At some point, we should probably consider scanning for Exalt as well. Then again, I can't remember if it's been a while. I don't think it has been that long, actually. Carapace Armor, fantastic. Very excited about that. That's good. More protection for our troopers. We completed another excavation. That was on the other side. That's going to be eventually probably just a satellite uplink. Also, Jesus Christ back on duty, so look out, aliens. We fucking got God on our side. And I'm not being, like, facetious or metaphorical. I mean, literally, we have the Son of God on our side. Alien Operations Research Project complete. Right, let's go assign new research.
In creating these crystals, an organic machine capable of complex communications. We could spend years studying this technology.
Oh, God. Dr. Valen saw an organic substance capable of complex communications, and immediately she thought about making, like, a next-generation sex toy. She's gonna turn those into, like, some kind of radio frequency-controlled dildo that you can customize the vibration of for your pleasure while sort of in situ, if you will. Gross, Dr. Valen. Fucking gross. We do need to launch a satellite over an occupied country, and we also want to build a skeleton key. Two things we're going to have a hell of a time doing, because one, we were just talking about our satellite woes, and we haven't built a skeleton key yet, which we should do, so that'll probably be the next thing. An abductor, we're unlikely to ever shoot one down. So the extra salvage from an abductor, at least not in the immediate future. Now, in a harvester analysis, there is some theoretical benefits to this. We just did raid a harvester. Getting an extra 20% salvage would be useful. I think we'd be better off, though, researching Gauss weapons. I really do. There also are some serious benefits to redoing Illyrium, though. Interrogations, also, we do have a couple troopers that have bonus damage against things that we've autopsied. We do get additional information about things that we've autopsied as well. So there is some tangible benefits to doing the autopsy research, but I think Gauss weapons give us, I think they're better. I think they give us more immediate benefit if we do start Gauss weapons now than anything else. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start the Gauss project.
I can imagine what the aliens might be doing in an underground facility.
So, as soon as you find out that the aliens have an underground facility, your brain immediately goes to Sex Dungeon, Dr. Valen? Jesus, man, get your mind out of the sewer. I mean, I think really, Dr. V, you may have a serious problem. There's nothing wrong with having a healthy and well-developed ego, or, did I say ego? Well, that's true, too, but a healthy and well-developed libido is actually the word I was looking for, but, you know, Dr. V, I think your libido may be beyond well-developed. I think it may be, like, voracious or insatiable. You may have a problem. Have you ever considered joining a sex addiction support group, Dr. V? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being an addict. The first step's admitting that you have a problem. Have you considered it? Maybe you should give it some thought. Mark Ruffalo made a movie about it. It's not very good, but he did make one. Anyway, a couple things we need to do then. I want to build a skeleton key. Let's go see what that's going to take.
I've got a hunch as to how we might get into that facility. Just give the word, and I'll begin manufacturing the key immediately.
Well, that's fine, Dr. Shen, but even if I tell you to build it, you're not going to remember that 5 minutes from now, so I mean, it's really kind of pointless. I still do want to take a look. We need 189 credits. Well, I'm somewhat regretting slightly that we spent that cash on the facility, but again, we need the power facility to get into an alien base just as much as we need a skeleton key, because we're going to need the capacity to launch another satellite. We could probably come up with 189 credits. Let's go take a look at the old gray market here.
Into that base. I wonder what Dr. Shen has in mind.
The skeleton key. I mean, I was just talking to him, Bradford. How drunk are you, sir? Ah, that Bradford. All right, so let's start selling off corpses. Let's go down to like 20 of every corpse. See what this gets us in the cash department. Got some thin men here who could afford to go. Mutons. Yeah, you know, we've already done the muton autopsy. Let's just do it. Cyberdiscs we're hanging on to. Berserkers I don't really want to let go. Chrysalids we could spare. Let's get rid of 3 of those. Drones, yeah, we can go down to 20. That's fine. Captives, we'll hang on to all of those. Stasis tanks, flight computers, surgeries, power sources, none of that's getting
in case you've forgotten.
Sold.
We have a war on our hands.
What the fuck are you talking about, Bradford? Entertainment? What the hell is wrong with you? That's out of control. The drinking is out of control, Bradford. It really is. As out of control as Dr. Valen may be with her sex addiction, your drinking is light years beyond that. We need like 30 more bucks. Let's take Illyrium down to 470 then. That should get us there. Yes. Just enough. Okay. Alright, so let's go build our skeleton key, or at least get it started. Because if I know Dr. Shen, and at this point I know the man pretty well, this is going to take between 600 and 900 years. So the sooner we get him started, the sooner we get it finished. And there we go. Skeleton key, 15 days. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's effectively an eternity. Fantastic. Well, I'm glad we started it. We're down to 1 credit, so scanning for Exalt is kind of out of the question, but what's it going to do? I mean, we can't really afford to sell anything else. Crazy Pete already eliminated most of our supplies when it comes to available Illyrium, Meld, and other alien artifacts to sell on the black market. I mean, Crazy Pete's wipeout sale really did wipe us out pretty good. This laser cannon, though, we need to equip right away. Head to our hangar. I do love seeing Africa fully equipped with laser cannons, I gotta say. This, to me, is kind of sexy. You know, Margaret Thatcher, but still reasonably sexy. So we could put it on one of these guys, but they're both in for repairs. Tripper and Pointer. It's going to be 12 days and then 2 days of travel time. So 2 weeks before we could get even one of those guys back. I think that makes the right move to actually put it on, just put it on Monk here. We're going to give, we'll give Monk a laser cannon. That's fine. Back up to scanning, and maybe we can get this laboratory or these other laser cannons finished. That would be good. 24 weapon fragments for an engineer? Absolutely, India. I will trade weapon fragments for engineers up until the point at which I get 50 engineers, and then I never want to see another engineer ever again. So we get a small scout coming in low over Nigeria. Who do we give the call? You know, his last intercept was amazing, and I think we give Cowboy Upham a chance to see if he doesn't have another qualifying ride under that big, giant, shiny belt buckle of his. You go get him, Upham. Strap on the spurs, put on that 10-gallon Stetson hat. It's time to ride, boy. Yeehaw! Go get him. It's Cowboy up.
Target now.
That's so far so good. All right, Cow. I'm telling you, Cowboy Upham, he did take a hit. He did take a hit, but what's important, Upham got the job done. That's fantastic work, Cowboy. Fantastic work. That's one Cowboy there I wouldn't mind having on my cattle drive. Yeehaw! That's a fine qualifying ride for the Cowboy. Probably going to get him into the next go-round for sure. I don't know why I always make rodeo jokes, but I do. Probably because I'm an uncreative bastard and I went to that well once, which means I'm pretty much going to go to it forever. So let's take a look at our available team members. Yeah, pretty much a full roster here. So, how do we want to handle this? This is a small UFO. Theoretically, resistance should be pretty light. I think what we're going to do, we're going to try and get at least one more rookie in on this shit. And then also some of our, I don't want to say less gifted, but less gifted or less experienced troopers here. And Horatio Hornblower Nelson is just a torso. It's been like 85 years since he's got to go on a mission. We do have some new officers as well. We should try and employ one of those. I'm thinking Helen Deadeye Keller. Yeah, Helen's not going to level now, but we could put her within striking distance with a good mission. Let's do it. So we're going to make items available. Let's get the Deadeye equipped here. Check her loadout. We're going to give her the Kestrel arm. Oh, we got a Kestrel armor first time.
Hook, Our soldiers should have an easier time gaining a higher vantage
Yeah,
point
you know,
on the
Dr.
field.
Shen, I'm going to have to take a moment here to question your judgment. I'm not really sure that Helen Keller is necessarily the right person to field test this for the first time. It's not to take anything away from Helen Keller. I mean, she's dramatically one of our most deadly, fantastic troopers. I got nothing bad to say about her performance. But, I mean, just from like a liability standpoint, this seems like not a great idea. Just saying. Like, this is like a little extra dangerous. I mean, it's Helen Keller. If she's trying to grappling hook to something, theoretically, how's she going to know it's there? Is it... Well, you know what? Maybe the... Okay, this is what I'm going to assume. Orchestral armor is equipped with some kind of, like, echolocation thing, which wouldn't work for Helen because she, in addition to blind, is also deaf. Never mind, I have no idea. Some kind of haptic feedback, perhaps, I guess, for Helen Keller? You know what? I'm just going to trust Dr. Shen to not be a crippling idiot. That's what I'm going to do. Helen Keller's our leader and our sniper then. Let's grab a gunner. We should probably get an emplacement gunner. It's been a while since Horatio Hornblower Nelson has been out and about in the battlefield. Also, can't help but notice that the Hornblower is real close to level, so let's give him an opportunity to do that. We're going to leave him with tack armor. Since he's an emplacement gunner, it's tack armor, Gatling laser, scope, and a laser sight. That's got old Admiral Nelson ready to sound his horn for the fleet. That's fine. What else should we take? A medic, yes. We want to get a medic. Let's see. Probably Mary Mallon. Yeah, let's grab old Typhoid Mary. You know, Typhoid Mary, she's trying to atone for past crimes, and I gotta say, so far, I think she's doing a pretty good job. Mary Mallon, she's 11 at 11. That's pretty good. She's had some life-saving moments as well. Motion tracker med kit's got Mary Mallon sorted. I think, you know, the numerous deaths she may or may not have been aware she was causing, I think she's maybe found a way to make peace with her past. She's atoning for her crimes. We are going to need a scout as well. I'm thinking we just got a new scout. I'm sure he's not back on duty, but we can't take Atlas King. Atlas King is going to grab a level out of this, and I'm comfortable with that. Atlas got a pretty good aim. Carapace armor for Atlas? I think, nah, let's go with the phalanx. It's fine. Little laser strike rifle, battle scanner, ceramic plating, phalanx armor. That should be good enough for Atlas King. Unless he gets shot twice, he'll probably be okay. Then again, him getting shot twice is not entirely out of the question. An engineer I absolutely want. Who's our lowest ranking engineer here? Hey, Princess Gozen is back. Fantastic. But Isaac Apple Newton is a little easier. Or not easier, but he's lower as far as experience goes. And he is theoretically within striking range of a level if he gets like every kill on the map. So let's do this phalanx armor then. Little laser rifle. We've got Isaac Apple Newton locked, loaded, ready to deliver some deadly explosive apples to our enemies. And you know what? Screw the lady in Snow White, the evil queen. I mean, shit. If she had had grenade apples that she could have thrown an explosive apple at Snow White's way, fuck it. No Kiss is ever waking that bitch up after she swallowed a grenade. She's going to be in chunklets. Queen only wishes her apples were as deadly as Isaac Apple Newton. Also, you know, yeah, she only wishes they were. She wishes they were. I mean, Isaac's not happy with the name, but still. He's going to give some poisoned apples to our foes. What else do we need here? Probably a couple assaults and maybe a rookie? We only got 3 slots left. Yeah, let's go with a pair of assaults. We don't need Steve Irwin. That's probably overcommitting. Abraham Hardcore Lincoln, though. He's going to level. That's why we're taking Lincoln. He's right on the bubble. We're going to give him our new carapace.
Body armor was developed using what we've learned from the alloys employed in the alien ship.
I got to admit, Dr. Shin, it looks pretty goddamn impressive. It really does.
Than anything we've used in the past.
Abraham Hardcore Lincoln looks just like Matt Damon in that shitty movie Occupy Spaceship, I think was the name of it. Oh, no, wait, it was Elysium or something. No, you know, I'm pretty sure it was Occupy Spaceship. Actually, I think Occupy Spaceship was the name of that movie. I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, he looks like Matt Damon in Occupy Spaceship. All right, anything else? Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. Let's take, you know what? Abraham Lincoln and Michael Speed Demon Jackson have proven themselves to be a pretty effective team. Let's just stick with that dynamic. I mean, we got Teddy in the bench, and I think we got Hardcore and the Demon here, too. Hardcore Speed Demon action. Just pull on over and get your ticket right, boy. Alright, so we got Hardcore and Speed Demon ready, and I think a rookie is going to be filling up the last slot here. So what do we got for rooks? Who looks promising? Well, we should probably fucking take Spider-Man. I mean, it's fucking Spider-Man. Seems like he would be a natural for the team. So let's give Spidey some phalanx armor. I mean, he's known for his mobility. Little laser rifle will probably be good. You know, I think we'll give Spider-Man a motion tracker. I mean, he does have spider sense, and we want his spider sense to be tingling as often as possible. We can either give him 5 aim or spider sense. And if your choice is 5 aim or spider sense, I really think probably spider sense is the right choice. I mean, it's held Spider-Man in good stead for hundreds of years. Except against Venom, for whatever reason. It doesn't work against Venom. Stupid symbiote while shielding Eddie Brock's intentions. Anyway, I think Spider-Man's going to be a fine addition to the team, so we'll be in good shape.
Prepare for deployment.
Mary Shelley, of course, also back on duty. But we have other things to talk about than duty.
We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation.
Horatio Nelson, who needs to take a shit really bad. Look at him. He's just sitting there struggling, pounding on his knee, trying not to shit himself because he forgot to go before we left base. And I gotta say, he's gonna be a little pent up on this mission, and I bet he's gonna be a little itchy on the trigger because he's gotta drop a massive fucking Duke here in Operation Broken Druid. You never want to go into combat just all constipated and really carrying a hearty rectum full of feces. You want to try and expunge before the mission there, Horatio. Unfortunately, the bathroom on the Sky Ranger currently out of service, so old Admiral Nelson's just gonna have to hold it.
Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien
we have
craft.
seen this map any number of times. Yep. Okay, so our alien vessel should be over in this area. Isn't that right, Commander Chekhov? Aye, sir, the alien vessel is right. It's not funny. If you laughed at that, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not funny, don't laugh at me. I mean, you can laugh at me, but don't laugh at my jokes. Laughing at me, clearly, that's the only appropriate response. Laughing at my jokes, not a thing you should do. All right, actually, where is Peter Parker? Hey, Spidey, you want to kick on the old motion tracker there and, I don't know, maybe shuffle around the battlefield and see if your Spidey senses are tingling at all?
Alien object in sight.
Oh, we found a meld canister. That's good. Meld canister's usually not undefended, so let's send Spidey over here. We're going to use him as a human battle scanner. And surprisingly, we didn't find anything. Okay. Well then, I don't really see any compelling reason for caution at this point. Let's just full-on move. So yeah, let's do this. I mean, we may as well just double move. We know it's safe. There are no enemies. We're not going to spawn a pod. We're on a mission corner, so it's not like we have to worry about getting flanked. I mean, we can see the whole of the available map. This is a little risky, but I'm still going to do it. Abraham Lincoln gonna dash right up next to him. Atlas King. Oh, man, Atlas King, you're real fast, man. You're real fast. Clearly, that time, I would have thought that all the time you spent on the couch with Jerry and Madison would have somewhat hampered your foot speed, but you've been keeping yourself in shape, man. What, have you been working out? Hitting the gym or what? Is it like elliptical machine? Is that your secret? What do you got going on there, Atlas King? I need to know. Because whatever it is that you've got going on, I want the rest of our team also doing it. So we're in a nice grenadable wad here. There is a cyber disk. Okay, I don't like that at all. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to get the meld canister. That should theoretically be an Atlas King job.
Moving.
Alright, let's send Atlas King forward. Yeah, still grinning. Alright, I'm guessing, since the alien aircraft should be, like, up in this area, I'm gonna pitch a battle. Is it up here? No, it is not. Was this map rotated in a funny direction? Did we actually come in? Yes, we oh, shit. Okay, so I'm all akimbo. The alien vessel is actually gonna be over here, right? Yes, okay, alright. I thought we were in this corner. Interesting. Alright, so we came in at a really odd angle. Alright, so let's just overwatch then. We don't know where the enemy is. We didn't deploy any battle scanners. I don't want to take any risks then. We are not where I thought I was, so there could be a pod right up around this corner.
Got it covered.
Enemy overwatching. Let's just take cautious advances with Overwatch active. We should be in a relatively safe area right here. I mean, this little zone we're in right now, this should be totally safe. So we can take a turn to get ourselves set, get ourselves in position, get everybody ready. I'd love to get the Deadeye to an elevated position, because she has damn good ground. I'd like to make use of it. It does not appear that that's going to be an option for us, however. Steady her weapon. You know, we might use little Peter Parker sort of as an explorer for us next turn, so let's have Pete come take cover behind that tree. And Michael Speed Demon Jackson, I guess we'll just put next to the meld canister and drop him into Overwatch. Seems like a waste of all that speed. Should pull on over. Ticket. And also a claymation rabbit that really, really wants to chase him. Okay, so the cyber disk is pretty much right where I thought it would be. We need to be a little careful when it comes to activating that cyber disk. You know what? I think we have Atlas King do it. Alright, Atlas, you've got the low profile, and even so, I'm actually not going to risk having you get shot with low profile. So why don't you head up here, give it the up and over, drop the battle scanner up here, and this should reveal unto me a cyber disk. Or not. Okay. There. But we did get the audio clue. It's got to be over behind the ridge then, so it's like back here. So it's going to be right up next to the ship. I still don't want to dash in. You know what? I don't want to dash in unprepared. Miriam Allen, give me a motion tracker charge and advance to this full cover.
Commander.
What is this? What is empty hollow yellow circle? Full yellow circle means meld canister. What is hollow yellow circle? Now I am both somewhat intrigued and alarmed. Alright, well, we're just going to continue a tactical advance. We're going to come at this slow with an abundance of Overwatch. Let's not take any risks. Maintaining the best possible cover. I hate half cover altogether, but when we don't have any aliens on the map, there's actually not ridiculous disadvantages, at least, to occupying half cover. And none of these moves should spawn an enemy. Let's bring the speed demon over here, actually. Helen Keller, we still want to get you in an elevated position, if possible.
On the move.
Get her forward. Little Peter Parker. Let's have Petey dash up here.
Yes, sir.
And then next turn we can have Petey kick on a motion tracker for us if we need to. Spidey senses will be tingling. Alright, so Spidey sense is not revealing jack shit right now. Still a Cyberdisk somewhere. Alright. That's how you want to play it, Cyberdisk. That's fine. I got Peter Parker on my team. He'll fucking snuff your ass out with Spider Sense. He will find you.
Rolling.
Still nothing. So it's got to be up here. I don't want to... Alright, let's do this.
I'm on it, Commander.
That was arguably monumentally stupid. Atlas King only had the one battle scanner because he's a rookie. Shit. Alright, let's bring Atlas King over here. We kind of know where to expect the enemy, but the fact that we haven't found him yet has me a little bit concerned. Bring Miriam Allen over here. We're going to drop her into Overwatch. There could be enemies over at the back, behind the back of this little ridge line, too. So we need to be a little cautious. Let's try and keep everybody hunkered down. Oh, man.
Heading out.
This is dull. This is dull, is what this is. There are no aliens. There's nothing happening. It's like an episode of Hemlock Grove. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of interesting ingredients and a lot of potential for conflict, but none of it ever actually materializes, and it's just kind of fucking boring. Seriously.
Moving to position.
Actually talking about you, Hemlock Grove. Yeah, I'm looking at you in your direction. Make something happen. You're gonna be on for like 3 seasons or whatever. 3 seasons of nothing ever happening.
You hear that?
Yeah, it's not a cyberdisk, so that was probably the outsider that's inside the ship. Alright. So, more Atlas King then, I guess. Eventually, somebody's gonna spawn a pod. I mean, eventually it's gonna happen. Atlas King, if we move you up there, you're absolutely gonna spawn a pod, and I don't necessarily like that. So let's move you behind this tree instead. Now, unfortunately, thanks to Atlas's lack of discovery, we can't really afford to advance too much closer. So let's have Helen Keller expand her lane of fire. We're gonna have her steady her weapon. Little Peter Parker, full cover for the Spide. And so Spidey's hunkered down. Isaac Newton, I wouldn't mind having you over here as well. You can go up and over with a grenade if we need you to. Get you over here and you in Overwatch. Alright, Typhoid. Show me what you got. I need more motion tracker. Okay, perfect. Alright, so the aliens are like right over behind that log.
Heading there now.
Let's see if we can... Oh, we have multiple pods. This is real bad. Okay, so we have aliens there, but we also have a pod like right over there. This is real shitty. Miriam Allen, get to safety.
Location.
Mary Mountain is in a terrible, terrible spot. The enemies that are over here, this is the more dangerous enemy. This is going to be probably the Cyberdisk pod.
Roger,
Alright, I'm very glad we used the motion tracker there. Very glad. Alright, so let's get ready to support a full-on bum rush on the Cyberdisk if the need arises. We'll bring Abraham Lincoln over here, put him on Overwatch.
Roger, I got my eyes on him.
Alright. Aliens. Come on, man. Do something. Move! So we have nothing but immobile pods. None of these guys are willing to move. None. Alright, so...
I'm on the move.
I didn't want you there, Helen Keller. I needed you... You know what? I'm just gonna put you here instead, then. You can disable weapon on the Cyberdisk, which has some very serious benefits for us. Corner cover for... Oh, Spider-Man, you've... Oh, Peter Parker. You moved in the stupidest possible fashion, Spider-Man. What the fuck? You're Spider-Man. You gotta be better than that, Spider-Man. Come on. How the hell have you survived all of these years as a comic book costume superhero if you're no smarter than that?
Position
I
confirmed.
mean, that was just straight up fucking dumb, man. Good lord. You try that shit when the world is at stake because of Galactus, everyone's gonna die. Also, I have no idea how this particular move is the one that spawned the pod, but we're in deep shit now because Isaac Newton is in half cover. So we're completely and totally fucked. He's gonna probably get killed. There is absolutely nothing we can do here. We can throw a smoke grenade. That's pretty much the extent of what we have available.
I'm on it, Commander.
We're in a terrible position, actually. Just absolutely terrible. Alright, well, we could see the drone. We can't shoot at it because this weapon can't move and fire. So you're going to hunker down, Horatio Nelson. If we wanted to take Overwatch, we could send one of these. We can't afford to do that. So we're going to fall back here with Abraham Lincoln. We're going to put him on Overwatch. Jackson goes on Overwatch right where he's at. And Typhoid Mary throws smoke grenades to try and keep Sir Isaac Newton from getting shot in the side of the head. We would have loved to have Sir Isaac display one of his exploding apples for us, but that simply is not going to be, so it's Overwatch then for Mary Mallon. Here comes the drone. He should be drawing some of this Overwatch. Alright, little Typhoid Mary getting a connect. Not enough damage for the kill, but the connect is still solid. We'll take it. More Overwatch here. Alright, Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. With a hardcore fucking miss. Abraham Lincoln, buddy. You gotta pretend like this is the Ford Theater and your life is on the line.
Incoming over here.
I'm surprised that that missed, but the holo targeting is actually a bigger problem. Is this going to be a grenade? Nope, he's advancing. Interesting. Oh god, our entire team is going to get grenaded, aren't they? Yep, that's pretty much exactly what Or that thing could bizarrely shoot at a target that literally makes no difference at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to wind up taking a disabling shot at that Cyberdisk, unless by some miracle we can straight up kill it. 64% for Nelson. Why is this one so fucking impossible to hit? So Atlas King only has one shot. That's unacceptable, Atlas King.
Heading up.
Also, if you could misclick so that we don't get to have you holo target anything, because you're just going to still have the one target and stand in the fucking open, I'd really appreciate it, Atlas King. Thanks a lot, you miserable piece of absolute fucking trash garbage. I hate you forever. When you get shot in the face, Atlas King, I'm not gonna care. Alright, so holo targeting there. Now, here's the thing. We could do a disabling shot. It's not a fantastic chance to hit, and it can't disable that guy's grenade. Alternatively, we could command Horatio Nelson to try again, and that's actually what I'm gonna do. Horatio Nelson is gonna go again. Fucked it up the first time, Nelson. Don't fuck it up this time. You gotta be shitting me. Alright, so that sucks. On the plus side, at least we can move Nelson back into... Oh, we've completely screwed ourselves, haven't we? I'm pretty sure we've completely screwed ourselves. Pretty sure that we've completely screwed ourselves. Yeah, this is not good. Alright, Parker, what can you do? Well, first off, you can try and get to full cover. When that doesn't happen,
Heading to that location.
you can then see what else you might try. You have one shot. I'm guessing at the drone. You might as well kill the drone. Alright, so Spider-Man at least delivers in the drone killing capacity. Atlas King, I hate you so much right now.
Getting it done.
Yeah, you're not getting shit done, Atlas King. You know what you can get done? My fucking laundry.
On the move.
It's the only thing you're going to be getting done henceforth, sir. 61% is not terrible. I don't think we're going to have enough damage to bring this thing down. So we got Isaac Newton, Jackson, Malin, Lincoln. This guy is flying, so I'm pretty sure hit and run is not going to trigger. For whatever reason, he counts as being in half cover. Alright, let's just start shooting, I guess. So we got 3 damage. That's fantastic. I guess we'll just start. Yeah, there's nothing to do but shoot here. Well, I mean, we could also just miss a whole lot. I mean, that's a thing that's absolutely going to happen. If we bunch up, we're going to get grenaded. Which is not good for us, really. I mean, it's not good for anyone to suck on a grenade. I mean, who the hell wants to go, oh yeah, grenade me, I don't care. I can't trust that hit and run is going to work here. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. If I could trust hit and run, I would try some hit and run shenanigans, but hit and run can't be trusted. I'm sorry, hit and run, I can't trust you. We could try and spread out to get some shots and minimize the amount of grenades that are going to slap us in the face. I mean, there's some potential there. So 5 damage. I'm glad we didn't take a risk on hit and run, because it absolutely would not have worked. We're going to overwatch then with Lincoln, and then we're going to suck down some delicious, tasty grenade. Right? Or we're going to get shot in full cover because this game is a cheating, filthy piece of garbage. Right, fuck you, Horatio Nelson. Why don't you miss again? Ah, perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Thanks, pal. Yeah, we all saw. 75% for here, Jackson. We get 2 damage out of that. That's not really worth much. Okay. Well, at this point, we can't encourage the enemy to gently throw a grenade because that will kill Michael Jackson. So let's not do that. We're gonna have to go for the kill. We've just got to pile on as many shots as we can and try and get enough damage to bring this Cyberdisc down. The constant, unrelenting fucking misses are certainly not helping at all. Why can Atlas King never... You know what, Atlas King? Fuck you. You hit this shot or you die. I don't care. That's the second time you've fucking done that. If you refuse to be in the right place, you're gonna die. You're gonna fucking pay the price for your own idiocy. Yeah, you're just lucky that fucking Isaac Newton was there to save you from your own fucking punishing stupidity, sir. Honestly, you deserved a worse fate. You really did. So now we're gonna spend like 17 turns healing up Michael Jackson, and I'm glad we brought the Carapace armor, because had we not brought the Carapace armor, we would be in probably... Michael Jackson would likely be in a body bag. I mean, he would definitely be in a body bag, actually, because he'd be dead. So here comes a pod of Seekers. We're in a fantastic position to deal with these guys. Actually, we are kind of in a fantastic position to deal with these. Except for Atlas King, who is never in the right position because he's a piece of human excrement. Yeah, I said excrement, and you know what? I kind of meant excrement, Atlas King. You're a piece of shit. 69%er here. Horatio Nelson finally decides to hit something. Oh, come on. Stop padding your part, Nelson. You have not really been overly useful for us, sir. You really need to check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, son. We're gonna go for the 83%. If we can gun these guys down without having to have Sir Isaac Newton throw a grenade at him, I'll be happy. Doesn't really look like that's gonna be in the cards, though. Alright, so Typhoid Mary, you gotta get out of dodge. Actually, this may still be too close. This is definitely still too close, actually. 4 damage from Typhoid. Alright, so Sir Isaac, let's see what you can do with a grenade that doesn't kill anyone. And you... Oh, right there. There's a spot for this grenade to land that doesn't kill anyone. It does destroy our cover, but at this point, we really don't care. Either these guys are dead, or one of us, okay, well, one or more of us are dead. Lincoln. Screw it. We're just fully committed. Let's just do it. We're going in. We're going for the kills. This is full commission right here. We're fully committed to this point.
Bye-bye.
We're also fully committed to Abraham Lincoln getting a promotion. We're fully committed to failure on a number of levels because we're gonna fucking... Somebody's getting killed. Mostly because Atlas King has never hit a goddamn thing. That leaves us just Helen... we still have Peter Parker. I trust Spider-Man to save us. Only a hero can save me. We're going full on Chad Kroger.
Try.
A hero to save me. I know I should stand here and wait. Yeah, Spider-Man theme song, dropping it on you because Peter Parker's saving the fucking day after Atlas King completely mucked it. You're a piece of trash, Atlas King. Piece of trash. I complimented you earlier for your speed, but you know what? I was wrong to compliment you. Yes, there's a meld canister over there, Mary Mallon. Very nice. Could you let me have my turn back, please, and stop hijacking my interface? Tell me about a meld canister I don't really give a shit about. This is gonna miss? Oh my god, Horatio Nelson hit something.
He's down.
I'm fucking flabbergasted. Alright, so there should be no more aliens on this map. I'm really unpleased about the wounding that we took there. Atlas King, the only thing you've got is speed. You can't stand in the right square. You can't hit anything. Run your dumb ass over there and get the meld canister. You're effectively out of the mission. I'm pulling you from the team.
Moving.
Stupid Lance Corporal, what the hell was I thinking?
Back
Trusting
in.
a goddamn rookie with any kind of fucking vital, critical task at all. Idiot.
That's affirmative.
Michael Jackson's hurt. Now we gotta bring over here. We gotta have Mary Mallon patch up Michael. Got shot, and now his nose fell off again. And that always ends badly, and then we have a whole bout of self-doubt and self-recrimination. He feels bad, and it's a blow to his self-esteem. It's also kind of gross.
Ready
He's
to
gonna
rock.
wind up back on the painkillers, and we just got him cured from that addiction. And we know how that ended the first time, which was not well. So it's not a road we want to go down again, Michael. It's all going wrong. It's all coming apart at the seams. All of it. Let's bring Helen Keller up here. On the downside, we didn't get a chance to use our fancy new Kestrel armor on this mission. I am a little upset about that. I was kind of hoping we'd get a chance to see it in action, but no dice.
Back online.
Spider-Man's gonna reload. Peter Parker, the one rare bright spot on this team, he has been rock solid on this mission. Can't complain about what Peter Parker is bringing to the table. I really can't. Alright, Atlas King. The only thing you're good enough at is to be fast enough to get your dumb ass to this meld canister, so get over there and get the meld before it closes. Everyone else, we need you to set up to kill the ethereal, or not ethereal, but rather, outsider that's definitely going to be in this ship. So you steady your weapon, Deadeye. Actually, we probably should have had you reload.
Heading there now.
I don't anticipate us needing more than one shot, though, now that I think about it. Overwatch.
Got my eyes on.
We need a reload, rearm turn. We gotta reconsolidate the team here. Everybody's all spread out,
Ready to rock.
all dicked up after the whole fucking Cyberdisc debacle. Abraham Hardcore Lincoln, of course, spawning the enemy when we didn't want him spawned. That's no good for anyone hardcore. And we have troopers in like half cover and no cover? Yeah, they're in real bad cover. So that was somewhat poorly done, sir.
Moving to firing
You're also
position.
significantly
On the
decreasing the
move.
chance that we get an opportunity to capture this guy, Abraham Hardcore Lincoln, and your 2% connect
Got it
chances
covered.
really quite swimming. I'm very pleased with that. Do I seem a little salty? If I seem salty, I assure you it's because I am demonstrably quite salty.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jackson's gonna run around there with his new carapace armor and all of the heals we could throw at him thrown. I don't think he's gonna get killed, at least. Because Peter Parker's gonna get killed instead? Alright, good. I'm glad that shot missed, because honestly, Peter Parker, the one guy who didn't deserve it. Fuck you, Atlas King. Fuck you. I don't think that's going to be close enough for a capture. It's in fact not going to be close enough for a capture. So we need to soften this guy up and disable his weapon. 63% here. We could have used a steady weapon. Actually, I think we did steady weapon. Never mind. Alright, we got that missed? Okay, that missed. I mean, it said miss right next to it, but you can't always trust the hit-miss thing, because with some abilities, it simply does not record properly. So we're going to bring Sir Isaac forward, and that means this little chappie here, we're not going to dick around. This guy's got to die. We can't afford to take any chances. We're going to just straight up murder him. Probably should have thrown that grenade before we took the disabling shot, though, now that I think about it. Would have been a rock-solid strategy. Is anybody close enough to get an arc thrower charge? Anybody? Too far. Alright, fine. Just run in there and kill him, Michael. You're not going to get the capture. I'm sorry. I blame Atlas King for this. I really do. You should blame him, too, because Atlas King is a piece of garbage.
Good work, Commander.
Alright, so Operation Broken Druid is over, and clearly Horatio Nelson's need to shit completely fucked us, and henceforth I think it's going to be mandatory that all troopers are required to evacuate Batter and Blow before boarding the Sky Ranger. I'm just going to put a porta potty right in here in the hangar, right next to the up ramp, and everybody goes in and does their business before the mission starts. That way, Lance Corporal Michael Jackson doesn't have to spend 17 days in the hospital at the end of the mission. On the plus side, Peter Parker did get promoted, and he's been real good for us. I'm randoming him. Don't be a Rocketeer, Peter Parker. Oh, thank God we finally got another infantry, and Spider-Man is going to be a fantastic infantry trooper. He has a good aim, a good mobility. This is a solid pickup for us. Unfortunately, you won't be Peter Parker anymore. Although Peter Parker is dead, but he's fictitious, so he doesn't count. But still, I'm glad to have gotten an infantry there. It's resilience across the board. Executioner, I do like. It has some tangible benefits, particularly with hit and run. No, but it's immunity to critical hits for all of our assaults. Atlas King, fuck you. That's all I have to say, sir. Fuck you, Atlas King. You did not deserve to be promoted on that mission. You did not deserve this, Atlas King. You did not deserve it. Garbage. Picked up Cyberdisk, Wreck, Drone Elect, some Illyrium, some Alloys, some Meld, a bunch of exploded chunks, which we will sell. And our Carapace armor damaged in its first trip out of the barn. Fantastic. On the plus side, it did keep Michael Jackson alive, and he would otherwise
this morning, Commander.
be in a body bag right now, so we can spend 50. We don't even have 15 credits to spend to try and repair it. Well, that's lovely. So I guess we're going to go to the gray market and spend some cash that we got from all of the damaged components we received. Also, we should check our covert operations. We need to scan.
Intel scan complete.
If it's at 50, we have to do
it. On Exalt cell locations.
So we got Mexico and we have India. United States is a little higher, but I don't think we're going to get continent-wide reduction. So Napoleon looks like is going to India. Let's just get this taken care of. If I don't do it now, I'll forget. So Napoleon, where you at? There you go. Let's check your loadout. Napoleon, still rock solid.
You'll have to check their status. I want our birds kept fully fueled at all times.
Bradford, please shut up.
India.
Alright, so we got Napoleon on his way. Actually, we now are 4 credits short of repair, so we gotta go back to the gray market and find 4 credits. Didn't we get some drone corpses? We killed a couple drones there. Let's just sell those. Good, complete transaction. That gives us 15 credits. Down to the repair facility again, because this isn't at all irritating or pointless busy work. Did we start the repair? I can't, no, repair all. Yes, repair all. Okay, it's being repaired. Good. Alright, excellent. Alright, and then with that taken care of, our busy work is out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. And Peter Parker, I mean, what's not to like? Tiger really did a good job there. Somewhere, little Mary Jane is quite pleased with Peter Parker's performance. But if you did enjoy it, drop a like down in the comments section. Support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more of Peter Parker and his Spider-Man antics, well, I'd say consider subscribing, but since Peter Parker won't be back as himself, it wouldn't really do you a whole lot of good. If you'd like to see more XCOM, though, you might consider subscribing, since we post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.